Good morning, and thank you for joining us for SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton, and I am delighted today to bring on one of my dear friends, Chef Bill, who is with Chef for Seniors. How are you this morning, Bill?
I'm doing great, Amanda. Good morning, everybody out there in SBB land.
Well, we are really excited to hear from you. First, I want you to tell everybody exactly what Chef for Seniors is, because at a time like this, for any people that are living in fear about going to the grocery store, your services are so valuable. So tell me about Chef for Seniors and how you got started.
Well, Chef for Seniors is an 8-year-old company. I was the 32nd franchise. We now have over 50. And I'm in Naples, but we do go up and service Fort Myers. But basically what it is, it's an in-home chef prepared meals for clients who can't, make their own food or don't want to anymore because they're just tired of their menus, so to speak. And we customize it. It is totally a customized and very, very flexible program where if you have diet constrictions or diet goals, we're able to morph the menus to accommodate all those things. We specifically cook the Mediterranean diet, which the Mediterranean diet is light on fat, light on starch, and does have the use of like oils and herbs, fresh herbs, and vinegars and citrus juices to, and in some cases wines to, or spirits to enhance the flavors of food as opposed to throwing a bunch of salt or sugar in there.
Right, and that Mediterranean diet is actually Blue Zone certified, which is an amazing diet that is known to keep people living well into their 100s. Isn't that correct?
That is true, and that's what we're trying to do. We're actually a service that's trying to enhance the opportunity for seniors to age in place and not have to go to these now troubling times homes, and things like that.
Well, let's debunk the theory that it's just Chef for Seniors, because you are an amazing chef who will come into a busy professionals world that maybe doesn't have time to cook for their children and their families. Isn't that right?
That's correct. We have got several clients now that have children and that we do go into their home and we do cook for them, all four of them or all five of them in one case. And the kids love it. We do, kid-friendly food. It's not really part of the Mediterranean diet so much, but we try to enhance and bring the young ones along and get them eating a diet that's similar to what their parents are eating, so that that's part of the maturing process of being a child and growing up, at that point.
You're
But
definitely going to eat what your parents, make you. And if you're used to eating that Mediterranean diet at a young age, that could be amazing for children.
that could bring those children into those 100-year-old age groups that we're striving for.
Exactly, exactly. Now, I know the Mediterranean diet is not the only thing that you cook. So tell me some of your favorite meals that you prepare for anyone that you're coming into their home, not necessarily just seniors.
Right. Well, I am a chef who's been around for a considerably long period of time and went to the Culinary Institute of America. I have another chef that's older than I am who also went to the Culinary Institute of America, and he's gone through the whole, heart attack and bypass surgeries and so on and so forth. So we're cooking anti-inflammatory dishes. We're cooking for people who have renal issues and so on and so forth like that. But we're also capable of because we've got such a big array of our repertoire, so to speak, we're able to do whatever a client asks for. Like if they're from the Midwest and they're used to Wisconsin chili with noodles in them, we're going to give them, we know that that's how it comes. And so we're going to cook it that way. If we have a client who's from the Northeast, like, Massachusetts, let's say, and they want, baked cod with the crumble on top and a little lemon and butter sauce, like what they're used to when they're up there, then we're able to do that too. The fact that we've been around for a long time and we're not limited to just what's on the menu for Chef for Seniors. We're able to accommodate everyone's needs. Now, there's also a lot of local produce and a lot of local fish that we're able to capture and use fresh that way. Our whole thing is to be extremely flexible to the client's needs and wants. And if we can accommodate them in any way, shape, or form, we're going to do our very best to do that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I know that your original model, when we first met, and I was honored to have Chef Bill, for those of you that attended our Naples Senior Living Symposium at the St. John Evangelist Church. Chef Bill was actually our caterer there. So I know that you have a very successful business where you used to take everybody's orders, do the grocery shopping, and come into their home and cook their meals. Tell me how this pandemic has changed the way that you're doing business and how you're accommodating your seniors that may not necessarily want someone in their home, but they want the advantage of not having to cook themselves and go to the grocery store themselves.
All right. So the first thing, one of the things that's changed is we've got, our Chef for Senior masks that we wear to prepare the food, whether we're off premise or on premise. The service initially was an on premise, cooking service where one person was going shopping, one person was coming to the client's home, one person I was using my own equipment as far as pots and pans, whips, tongs, ladles, knives, cutting boards, and we were preparing food in the home. And then we were packaging it up and labeling it and dating it and putting it away for them and, cleaning up the kitchen and leaving. Things have changed now. Clients sometimes don't want us in their home. They are in that area of high risk and so on and so forth. So what we've started doing is I have obviously the food trailer, and I have procured a certified kitchen. And so we're preparing some of those meals off premise with the mask on and delivering the food with the mask on to the different clients that we have. We have right now about 65% of our clients are asking us to do things that way. Then we have another 35% of the clients that we're able to come into their home with the mask on. First thing we do is sanitize the whole area, kitchen area, countertop, stove, with a sanitizer that's recommended by the CDC, and then we begin to prepare the food. And when we finish, we obviously, of course, are cleaning up ourselves after we're done, and we re-sanitize the whole area where we've worked before we leave the client's house. That's probably that, and being tested to make sure that we're not carrying the COVID. We make a phone call prior to coming to the person's home, whether we're delivering the food or whether we're cooking in their home, and making sure that everyone's healthy. And to make our clients feel comfortable and to make potential clients of a SBB comfortable, we're doing our very best to try to follow those guidelines that the CDC has set out. In addition to that, we're really just enjoying the company of the people over the phones to make sure that they're taken care of and their needs are met. And it's been an interesting morph of the service, because when we're coming into the home, there's a relationship situation, but that we're missing that. So everyone's missing that. The chefs are missing that as well as the clients.
And I do think that, building these relationships and showing that you're willing to bend your model to accommodate people that either are vulnerable or possibly even just living in fear is going to speak volumes for your organization and create some great referrals for you and also some long-term clients.
I think so. We've actually grown the business in the last couple of weeks as we thought we saw those numbers starting to go down in Collier County and Lee County. The phones started ringing again. There was a period of time there for about a month and a half where it didn't ring at all. But now it's starting to ring again. And I think that going forward, whether there's an uptick or whatever happens, that way, we're going to see Chef for Seniors come out of this really, really strong. Because again, They can age in place in their home, which I think is a safer place. We're able to accommodate whatever fears or whatever needs that they have, both in the cooking process and also then with their diet. Um, we're able to offer them relationships based upon what they feel most comfortable with. And once we get through this, and I think that in the next 6 months we'll see some kind of a shot that we can get that will keep us from a vaccination, if you will, that'll quail this a little bit.
Don't
Hopefully,
jinx us.
that's hopeful thinking. But I think this is something that's here to stay, and so therefore we have to accommodate and um, uh, uh, help out our clients as best we can, and that's always been like the core value of what Chef for Seniors is all about. In the beginning, it was more about we're able to um, um, accommodate your needs as far as diet goes.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot of other things. It's what how you feel comfortable, and whatever you feel comfortable for us doing for you, we're willing to do that. The real emphasis is that it's not a service where we're getting boxes of food and we have a assembly line of people, and 10 people or 20 people are touching your food as it goes down this line, ultimately ending up in this box that comes to your home. It's
Absolutely.
one, it's one person shopping, one person cooking, and one person packaging the food or delivering the food. So it's the same person and all that in that whole process. So we're keeping our clients out of the grocery stores and away from areas where they might feel compromised or have the opportunity to contract COVID, and we're limiting the amount of touch that we have, on their the plant. So
Yeah, and I think that's huge right now because a lot of people, as we do see, the curve go kind of up and down or kind of stay steady, we want to make sure that our seniors are feeling safe. So
right.
having somebody that's willing to do all of that is a huge, it's invaluable. So I just applaud you for, kind of changing your model and doing everything that you've done to accommodate our beloved seniors. And I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show today, Chef Bill.
Thank you for your time, Amanda, and thank you for Senior Blue Book and what they do for the seniors. We love seniors. I think it comes through in everything that you do, Amanda. I think it comes through in everything Senior Blue Book, and all the people that are affiliated with Senior Blue Book have that same core value in their heart. We love seniors, and
Well,
we do love seniors at Chef for Seniors as well. But we also will cook for you if you're not a senior.
oh, yes. Oh, yes. And us busy professionals really do like that option. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chef Bill.